Hey guys, Rob Richards here. I'm at Liana Sadi's studio in Toronto, Canada, shooting again. Last time we shot, we got a cover, and this time we're getting our second cover, shooting with the Sweat Equity team. We've got the team here, so do some yoga poses, some gym workout later, and check it out. This hairspray. Have you just put hairspray on me?
No.
So first oil, and I reacted that. Now you're calling
oil.
Olive oil.
It's good for your skin. You won't react to this. Promise.
Get in there. Get in there, Fred. Don't be shy.
Get in there. I'm gonna brush.
Tricks of the trade. If it's not ham non-stick spray, olive oil.
It smells better.
That's what I was going. Yeah, it makes me hungry all day long.
The pan does?
No, olive oil.
All right. So you started training really seriously 5 years ago?
Yeah, 6.
6 years
You know
ago?
what it was? I saw someone in a magazine. I got to a point where I thought, okay, I look good enough. And I saw someone in a magazine who looked a bit like me.
Yeah.
And a couple of people said, oh, you should try and get into a magazine.
Sure.
Found out who that guy was, found out he did a competition back in London. Tracked down the supplement company and sent them a picture. They invited me along, met with them, and 4 months later I did my first show.
Wow.
Won that, went back into the whole training thing. For me it was just a bit of fun. You know what it came to? I had the picture of me up on stage. It was like a typical bodybuilding pose.
Yep.
And about 8 months after doing that show,
I was getting the abs. Go on.
I looked at that photo and thought, I was in the best shape of my life back then.
Yeah.
Can I do better? So I did another show and did better, and that just spawned it from there.
But you were working full time the whole time you were training, right?
Yeah, I was
You were
working
in a different
a
career.
job in London, media company,
Yeah.
and they thought it was crazy, me eating
Yeah.
6 meals a day, 6 square meals every 3.5 hours, 3 hours. And at that time, I was still learning everything. I mean, I still am now. But I would read everything and follow everything. I'd be following Jay Cutler's 2-hour chest workout in the gym. I was in my early 20s. I didn't really know any better.
Yeah.
2 hours on chest.
2 hours. You don't recommend?
50 minutes in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys have assistants where I don't. I'm drug-free, natural, never taken anything banned.
Right.
Everything I've done, that's I really hold that to high priority, because everything I've done is through learned nutrition, dedication, training, consistency. I think when I first started training, my mum saw I had some creatine in the cupboard, and she questioned me on that, thinking it was something else.
Different, yeah.
And I told her, and she goes, right there in the kitchen, I made a promise to my mum and to me that I would never take anything that was banned or illegal.
And you stuck to it.
Yeah, I've stuck to it.
And when did the turning point come in your fitness career? Like when things really started taking off, you started shooting more, building a fan base, training more?
At the end of 2006, I came to America. It was the Muscle Mania show in Hollywood. First time to America, first time any big show, and I put my all into that competition, and I won that. It was the lightweight bodybuilding show. Met a few photographers and magazines, because back in England it's a much smaller market, so you go to a show, if you win, the magazines aren't really there. They might follow the real big bodybuilders, but half the time they get all of their content from over here, from the US. And I think that was the turning point where I had actually met a magazine and a photographer who said, you know what, we'd like to shoot tomorrow morning. And it was a new experience for me, and again, I'm still learning now, but it was something that really intrigued me. I like the training aspect, but then being in front of the camera and being able to display that in different poses, it wasn't about, oh, look at me, I look good. It was more about the physique itself. And then I caught on to that, and things just evolved. I'm always about putting out information and learning something and like recycling it and putting it back out, and I think that's how I started to build a bit of a following, because people would want to know that same stuff, and could relate to what I was putting out. And it wasn't always about certain exercises. I'd be talking about nutrition and foods and supplementation that would go with that, and basically just put out there everything I was doing.
Very cool. Very open and honest about how you were Making it happen for yourself.
You know, if I don't put it out there, someone else is going to, or put it out there for me. So I'd rather be ahead of the curve.
Absolutely. So we're on set today with Sweat Equity.
Yes, we are.
How do you feel? Feel pumped?
Again,
energized?
it's a new experience for me. It's something different. Yeah, we're doing the more lifestyle, some yoga, something with clothes on, which is a new experience for me. So I'm happy to adjust to that.
It's the first time for everything, right?
But I'm excited. As a model, it's all about putting across that energy and creating that scene. And with some of the yoga poses that we're going to be doing, it's going to be exciting for me to see if I can portray that and
for sure
make it look like I really do.
Have you tried it before?
I have actually, yeah.
Okay, good.
I do it every now and again, and it's when I'm really leaning down. If I was doing a show, I actually incorporate it, so I do a lot more cardio and running.
Yeah,
and
excellent.
it fits with that Zen state of mind.
Absolutely.
So I kind of dip in and out a bit. So
very cool. All right, well, let's get started. I'm gonna get you on camera. All right, thanks very much, and let's get going with Leanna Lozon and Rob Riches and Sarah Scottford. And there's our publisher, Fred. And Joey, right?
Joey.
Hey. All right, here we go.